The High Table in the John Wick film series is a fictional and highly stylized portrayal of an international criminal organization that governs and organizes assassins and criminals. On the other hand, Murder Inc. was a real-life criminal organization that operated in the United States during the 1930s and 1940s. During the first half of the 20th century, there existed a notorious syndicate that struck fear into the hearts of many and left a trail of bloodshed in its wake. This shadowy and lethal organization, known as Murder Inc., was not your typical criminal enterprise. It was a ruthlessly efficient murder-for-hire operation that operated with cold precision and sinister intent. Emerging during the Prohibition era and reaching the zenith of its power in the 1930s, Murder Inc. became synonymous with contract killings, making headlines for orchestrating some of the most infamous hits in American crime history. But who were the mysterious figures behind Murder Inc., and how did this secret network manage to operate in the shadows for so long? The tale of Murder Inc. is one of intrigue, manipulation, and violence. A story that unfolds against the backdrop of a nation grappling with economic turmoil, social upheaval, and the rise of organized crime. Join us as we search into the mysterious world of Murder Inc., exploring the characters, motives, and the chilling legacy that still lingers over the criminal underworld. Formation and operations. The formation of Murder Inc. was a response to the growing demands of the mafia for a dedicated and efficient group to handle their dirty work. At the heart of Murder Inc. were two key figures, Louis Lepke Buchalter and Jacob Gura Shapiro, both seasoned and shrewd individuals within the criminal underworld. Lepke, a cunning and strategic mastermind, and Gura, known for his brutality, played pivotal roles in organizing and leading this lethal coalition. Their leadership ensured that Murder Inc. operated with a level of discipline and precision that set it apart from other criminal enterprises of the time. Unlike traditional organized crime families, Murder Inc. did not adhere to a formalized hierarchical structure. Instead, it functioned as a loosely connected network of hitmen, each with affiliations to various mafia families across the country. This decentralized approach provided the organization with a significant advantage, a built-in layer of deniability. The lack of a central command structure made it challenging for law enforcement to directly link specific criminal activities to Murder Inc., complicating efforts to dismantle the group. The modus operandi of Murder Inc. involved carrying out high-profile hits and eliminating rival gang members or individuals perceived as threats to the mafia's interests. The killers operated with a cold and calculated efficiency, often leaving no traces that could be linked back to their elusive employers. The fear instilled by the ruthlessness of Murder Inc. served as a powerful deterrent against those who might consider crossing the mafia or interfering with its illicit operations. Leadership of Louis Buchalter. Louis Buchalter's rise to prominence within Murder Inc. marked a pivotal moment in the annals of organized crime. Beyond being a key orchestrator of murders, Lepke's influence permeated the broader criminal underworld, solidifying his status as a central figure in the intricate web of illicit activities that defined the era. What set Lepke apart was not just his involvement in acts of violence, but also his ability to navigate the complex network of alliances and connections that characterized the criminal landscape of the time. Lepke's strategic acumen was instrumental in forging alliances with various crime families, creating a web of interconnected interests that spanned across geographical boundaries. These alliances not only ensured Murder Inc.'s survival, but also allowed it to operate with a remarkable degree of impunity. The collaborative efforts of Lepke and his associates transcended the traditional confines of organized crime, forming a sophisticated and adaptive criminal network capable of navigating the challenges posed by law enforcement and rival factions. The influence wielded by Lepke went beyond the immediate operations of Murder Inc. His intricate knowledge of the criminal underworld and his keen understanding of the dynamics between different mafia families enabled him to broker deals, mediate disputes, and exploit opportunities for financial gain. This multifaceted approach to organized crime distinguished Lepke as a shrewd and pragmatic leader, capable of leveraging his ruthless reputation for strategic advantage. Lepke's notoriety as a cunning and formidable force in the organized crime landscape was further amplified by his ability to maintain a low profile. Unlike some of his contemporaries who sought public attention, Lepke preferred to operate discreetly, avoiding unnecessary scrutiny from law enforcement. This clandestine approach allowed him to pull the strings from behind the scenes, directing Murder Inc. operations while minimizing the risk of exposure. As the head of Murder Inc., Lepke became a symbol of power and fear within the criminal underworld. His calculated decisions and relentless pursuit of the mafia's interests earned him the respect and loyalty of those within the organization. However, this power and influence also made him a prime target for law enforcement, eventually leading to his downfall. Activities and notorious acts, Murder Inc. earned its ominous reputation through its primary focus on contract killings carried out by a carefully selected cadre of skilled and discreet hitmen. These individuals were not just killers, they were experts chosen for their lethal efficiency and ability to execute hits without leaving a trace. Their targets encompassed a wide range, including rival gang members, potential witnesses, and individuals perceived as threats to the mafia's interests. This brutal and calculated nature of the operations went beyond mere violence. It was a strategic campaign to eliminate obstacles and rivals, instilling a chilling fear in those who dared to cross the paths of these professional assassins. The shadowy aura surrounding Murder Inc. was fueled by the efficiency and brutality with which its members carried out their deadly assignments, contributing significantly to the organization's dark and fearsome reputation. The calculated violence carried out left an indelible mark on the criminal landscape of its time, creating a legacy of terror that continued to echo through the underworld long after its eventual downfall. Downfall and legal consequences. Despite their efforts to elude law enforcement, the inevitable downfall of Murder Inc. arrived with the apprehension of key figures, most notably Louis Buchalter. In a dramatic turn of events, Buchalter and other high-ranking members of the organization were brought to trial facing the legal consequences of their murderous activities. The climax came in 1944, when Louis Buchalter met his end in the electric chair at Sing Sing prison, marking the ultimate price paid for the crimes committed under the banner of Murder Inc. While Buchalter's execution and the subsequent legal actions brought about the end of Murder Inc. as a centralized and cohesive force within organized crime, the impact of its activities did not dissipate. The dismantling of the organization did little to erase the dark legacy it had left behind. The echoes of calculated violence continued to reverberate within the criminal underworld, serving as a cautionary tale and a chilling reminder of the ruthlessness that could accompany organized crime. The legal consequences may have put an end to Murder Inc. as an operational entity, but its shadow lingered on, casting a long and haunting legacy over the annals of criminal history. Legacy and impact. The legacy of Murder Inc. extends beyond its operational years. The organization's efficiency in carrying out contract killings became a cautionary tale within law enforcement circles, illustrating the challenges faced in combating highly organized and clandestine criminal networks. Their story serves as a stark reminder of the lengths to which criminal enterprises are willing to go to protect their interests, leaving an indelible mark on the history of organized crime in the United States.